Well, good morning. This is what it's like to be a gate guard in Colorado when there's a big cold storm coming in. And as you can see, we're slightly dressed up, trying to stay warm. Can't move. But, I mean, everybody thinks our life is so glamorous as a gate guard. As you can see, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Temperature right now is 19 degrees and dropping. When we first got up, it was 32. And that was about 11 o'clock last night. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And it is headed towards -1 degrees.
And we're slated for 5 to 8 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's been snowing now for about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so.
Super duper light right now, but
Yeah, it's real light, but it's
steady
you can see it out there in the light.
through that dirty window.
Let me go outside. This is, I have a face thing on, so I'm going to sound a little muffled, but it's pretty cold. There's even ice on the hand grip here on the doorknob, but you might be able to see a little bit better here. It is snowing, and it's real dry snow. So you can see the motorhomes over there. Woo! Okay. The north wind is killer.
And show them my best friend down here.
Yeah. Darla is connected to this little electric heater here. I just came back from checking on Cage. And here, you want to hold this for a minute and I'll do a little conversing? So I just came back from checking on Cage, and I turned the heater on, the big heater on the motorhome, and he's got the little fireplace going. And I wrapped him up in a blankie in his bed, and I took him out to go to the bathroom. He didn't understand why it was cold and this white stuff was falling out of the sky. It's kind of an interesting place. I mean, so far we've seen a lot of bunnies. We've had a coyote go right by the door here. And yesterday I saw a mountain lion, a big one, down at the end of the entrance down here to the ranch. So anyway, this is a new thing. We're used to being in Texas gate guarding with 100 degrees plus. And now here we are in Colorado, headed towards -1 degrees. So I guess this is kind of more of the exception to the rule this time of year. In January and February, it does get down into the, like 0 and below. But we're not used to it. Not at all. We try to stick like with 70 degrees is what we try to stick with. So anyway, gate guarding is, of course, we've only had, 3 trucks so far in 4 hours?
2 out and 1 in.
Yeah. Another thing is we've been doing battle this week. We've had a big problem with the water system. We have a trailer over there by our motorhome with a generator on it, which we're hooked up to electricity, so we don't use the generator. But we have a 500-gallon water tank, and the thing is it's it's got a regular water pump like a motorhome or a travel trailer or fifth wheel would have. And what was happening is it was all old stuff. It was kind of pieced together and patched and all these things, and the water pump froze up and went out. So we went and got a new water pump. We put the new water pump on, and I tried to wrap it up and make it stay nice and warm. Well, it's been so cold, it froze again. So yesterday morning, well, that would be, yeah, right. Anyway, I took and put a heat lamp, and there was a towel. Then I put a towel over it. It had a clip on, and I was trying to warm it up in there. And I came over to see Darla for a few minutes, and I go, well, I need to go right back because I got this thing going, and I need to check on it. And as I was walking back, I hear pop. So I raced over there, and I pulled the cover off, and it either slipped or something happened, but anyway, it popped the light, and it damaged the new water pump. So we had to go back and get another water pump, and I called the company. I said, look, I need to replace all this stuff and insulate it right and make it work. And they said, just do what you got to do to get it working. So we went and got everything, and Darla and I came back, and we started working on it. And I spent most of the day getting everything tore down in between doing trucks and stuff. And so all we really needed to do was put it together. And what did it take us? About 4 hours.
Yeah, about that.
4 hours. So her and I now are working on 3 hours of sleep because we worked from midnight till noon, and by the time we got everything done, it was around 5:30 or 6. So that left us. We get up about 10:30, and then you lay down. You can't go to sleep. Plus, we got a little problem. We got a little tiny mouse in our, what do you want to call it, in the RV. Darla saw it this morning, and she didn't know she could fly, but she flew from the ground to the bed without even touching. And Cage is going crazy. He sees it and he chases it, and we haven't been able to catch it. We got a couple of traps set for it, but we haven't. These really cool ones where you catch them and it puts them in a blanket, and then when it warms up, you take them outside and you let them go with a sandwich or something.
Capture and release.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We would never do anything cruel to a little critter. Anyway, so here we are. We're in this. It's nice and warm in here, actually. 70 degrees in here, but everything's pretty much cranked up too, huh?
Yeah, it is full blast.
Yeah. So the motorhome, I need to take that heater. We bought it. The heater that Darla's using down there was kind of making a lot of weird noises, so we ordered a new one, and I took this one over and put the air compressor to it and blew everything out. And now it seems to be working good again, huh? This your heater down here?
Mm-hmm.
It's working good. So we have this extra one. I think I'm going to take it over to the motorhome and put it in there. Our Brone. We did a video on Brones, and we bought a brand new Brone and gave our other one to the Christmas tree lot. And this new one is vibrating. So I thought I had the problem fixed, but I'm going to have to do a little more research on it and see, because they work really good. Now, when those things are rolling, they work really great. But that's our excitement for today. We're supposed to get about 8 inches of snow, so there's no traveling for a few days when that happens. So we're here. Huh.
We're here.
We're stuck. Anyway, let me have this back and I'll show them you standing up. Isn't she lovely?
Yeah. This is what they look like when they work sugar beets too.
Yeah. This is actually colder than sugar beets, though. I think. Yeah. But when you work sugar beets, I used to stay pretty warm in the truck. How'd you do in the?
I did great in the scale house.
The only trouble was that when I had to get out of the pickup and move cords and deal with problems, it got pretty cold. But
our biggest problem is these.
Yeah,
I can't
hands.
seem to get the right gloves to be able to hold the iPad.
Yeah, we do iPads.
And we had to use a stylus because our fingers don't work.
I forgot mine over there again.
Yeah. Anyway, these have like rubber sticky on them, but they're knit, and so the air goes right through, and your hands are constantly cold.
And I
You
have
try
to have
cut the
mine
tips off, yeah.
open so that I can operate the thing.
But then these two fingers get freezing.
Mm-hmm.
And I ordered some more, but they won't be here till Tuesday.
Yeah, just about time things start warming up.
And the ones that he ordered, they're real bulky. It's hard to even feel the iPad in your hand.
Yeah, and they don't keep your hands warm.
Really.
No, I don't know. You know, these are actually warmer, except for the 2 fingers.
Right.
But
Anyways, hopefully Tuesday I order 2 more pair. They look thinner as far as bulkiness, but warmer, and they're waterproof. So, you know, this is new to us. All this stinking cold.
yeah, but we have water.
Do we have water?
Yeah, it's still working, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you guys how I did
And
that.
then to go out there, you are required to wear gloves and
A mask. She's wearing a diaper.
I call them face panties.
Yeah.
It's
Well.
ridiculous, but whatever. Anyway, so by the time we get our gloves back on and our face mask up and our hoods up, grab the iPod and go out there, the guys are long gone. No,
Yeah.
they can't. They have to wait.
Yeah, and yesterday, usually Saturdays and Sundays are very
Yeah.
slow. But yesterday we had 6 dump trucks
And they keep
and
going in,
2 water
going
tanks,
in.
and they were in and out and in and out.
Okay.
And we actually got it where it was pretty fast, and the other couple that work with us,
Well, and then on top of that, we
Yeah.
are required to take their temperature.
yeah, we're nurses
when they
too,
come
see?
in, to make sure they're not.
Moms, nurse mom. Yeah, the other couple, they were watching there, said, man, you guys were doing a lot of trucks, and
Yeah, before they
so,
came on shift.
yeah, so they were busy for about 4 or 5 hours getting everybody in and out, and finally it slowed down. I think today's going to finally be quiet. And see, there's my. I do some of my best sleeping in that ugly chair right there. I drop out for 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, but anyway, this is you know, this is the world of work camping and RV life and everything else and experiences. I will tell you that Darla and I, we make about $220 in a 12-hour shift, and we're working together, and we're not always working. And the money's pretty good. It's 7 days a week.
It's better than a 24-hour gig.
Yeah, because we could, you know, yesterday we went to
Which
Panda
is what we-
Express and had dinner, and
We've almost always worked 24-hour gigs. We did do a 12-hour gig once before, but that was a really busy gig.
yeah, and the worst part about that was we're 18 miles from town here, from Greeley. But when we worked Faith Ranch, we were 18 miles down the
Texas.
worst freaking road on the
Dirt
planet. And
Hard to navigate.
yeah, it was
without
hard on the
attire.
vehicle, it was hard on us, and then there really wasn't anything in the town in
Because when it
Carrizo.
rains down there in Texas, those guys still drive just as fast, and when they go around a corner, they rut the road, and you fall into it. And
Yeah,
pop back up.
they're constantly trying. Well, I guess now they finally paved that road, so it's probably a whole lot
Back.
better. Huh?
Want to go back?
No. I think most trucks we've done here between both couples in 24 hours is around 400.
A little over 4.
Yeah, and one day we did almost 1,200 trucks in a 12-hour period. So if you figure that one out, that was a lot of trucks. That was
That was a lot of trucks.
pretty close to 100 trucks an hour. So you're doing more than one a minute. And then when someone needed to use the bathroom or something like that, the other one was stuck out there by themselves, and it was pretty hairy. So anyway, yeah, and it was over 100 degrees. So
That's when Bill got that big sombrero with the
Yeah.
brim that stands out to here.
yeah, one of the drivers gave me that.
Right.
It was good. But now, I mean, we're getting a little discouraged here for a while with the
The water situation.
with the water situation.
I'm not real happy about the mouse situation.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that, you know, one thing about Guard 1 is, of course, the thing is our supervisor's 1,000 miles from here. So for him to come up here, boy, you can really see that snow whipping, and Darla's behind Darla there now. In order for our supervisor, who just came back on, he had been injured or had operations or something. Anyway, to come up here, you know, to fix his water would be kind of difficult. So they said, just go
Get what you need.
get what you need and get it fixed. And we yesterday it was starting to get a little bit cloudy, and it was starting to get cold. And we were about halfway through. Yeah, the wind was coming up, and
we had it all fixed, and then there was a leak.
Yeah, and then we had, and then the heat tape wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
We had 2 heat tapes, so I had to do one from one direction and the other one through the other, because you have to wrap everything, man. And we put the water pump inside of a plastic box. We actually bought a plastic box, and when we got home, we realized that we needed a little bit bigger one, so we took Cage's toy box and swapped him. Oh, there's a snowplow going by.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we swapped his toy box, and we had to hole saw holes for the water hoses and the fittings, and then the heat tape had to go through there. And then we insulated it real good, and then put the lid on it, and taped the lid all up. And you can't even hear it. That other water pump was so loud every time I went.
Get ready to go out.
Yeah, and so now this one, you can't even hear it. I mean, it's silent and it's working.
It would have been really bad to wake up this morning and not have water.
Right. And you know, at the end of the day, for us, I mean, some people can go, you know, days and whatever without a shower, but
I mean, we can if we had to, but
I like taking that hot shower. And
we got the water. It's a 550-gallon tank, and they just filled it yesterday too.
Yeah.
So, but if the water isn't running into the RV, it doesn't matter how much water you have.
Right. I need to fill our tank again too.
Make
So.
it a hot tub.
Yeah. A what? A hot tub? Yeah. That ain't gonna work, because I wouldn't go from the motorhome to a hot tub.
Right?
I couldn't, or out of the hot tub back to the motorhome would be killer. So.
Anyway, we are desert dwelling LA, you know, raised kids. So this is not something we are real keen about, being cold like this, but you do what you gotta do when the money's good, I guess.
Yeah, we'll be here till the end of December, and then we're going to Quartzsite. We've kind of put information on our Facebook group. And
yeah, if any of you guys are going to Quartzsite, you need to reserve your spot. On our group page on Facebook, I've got all the information if you want to go check it out. Be sure to follow that page too.
Yeah.
We post some stuff in there. We also have an Instagram.
Right, and we've gotten since we've been here, we've gotten over 40 new subscribers. We'd like to welcome you to our YouTube channel. We always love having new subscribers. Keeps things kind of fresh for us, because we get new comments, new people ask different things, and we have our loyal subscribers that we love desperately, man. They're just awesome people.
Appreciate them very much too.
They're really great. I mean, I see a lot of guys complaining. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but Camper Van Kevin took 4 bullets to his motorhome in New Mexico. So that makes me a little uneasy. I don't know what's going on with people, but you know, the craziness, I guess, is just getting started. I'd like to just, you know, say that you guys that are out on the road full time, and be careful, you know, and be wise about where you go and the routes you take and where you stay.
Right.
So it's I mean, you can be in a house and be unsafe. You can be in a big city in an apartment or whatever and be unsafe. It's not any different, but when you're driving your house down the road, if you were to take a bullet, man, that would be really not a good thing. I don't understand why this is going on, but
me either. But
God has things in control, and
we're here, and the only people that come in are drivers.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of stuff going on here.
We're actually getting to the point where we're starting to know who everybody is.
You are. I have a hard time knowing faces and names, but I'll get
I had one guy, and I know he was getting real kind of upset with me.
He has an unusual last name, but
Yeah,
I think Bill's got it down now.
And so Darla gave me a spelling test, and now he came in the other day, and I spelled his name for him, and he started smiling. He goes, "Yeah, you got it," and I go, "Yeah." So I mean, it wasn't that long a name. It was just one of those names where
it's just an unusual.
It's hard. It's very hard to stand at ground level next to a semi with the engine about
Ear
maybe
level.
3 feet from your head, going clack, 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 clack. And a guy's way up in the cab, and he's saying, yeah, my name is, especially with the Hispanic guys, because, you know, that their names are kind of hard to understand sometimes. Woo, boy, that just big old, like it looked like a cloud, man.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
And this, he was excited because I know his name now, so every time he comes, I spell his name for him. So
people are happy when you know their names. And know how to
right,
spell
you take the
it.
time, and then
Especially when it's a hard spelling and they constantly are having to spell it for you.
and it's interesting because when you work these gates, I mean, like we have 400 people come in and out during the day.
Right.
Some people, you know, don't want to talk, and usually what I do, my thing, and I think Darla's the same way, we kind of let them start the conversation, and when they want to talk, as long as we're not busy, we'll talk to them for a few minutes and kind of get to know them. And then there's some people that, I mean, they come in, they're on the phone, they don't want to talk to you,
The windows up.
and you know what, you just can't take it personally. You just log them in because that's our job, and let them roll. You know, they don't know what we are, who we are, our past experiences. Just like we probably know more about them than they know about us. But what always seems to break the ice is the motorhome. They go, "Is that your motorhome over there?" Yeah, it is. Oh man, my wife and I have been talking about doing that for years. So anyway, we get a lot of that.
You should let me hold that.
You want to hold it?
Chatting it up.
Why? It's kind of fun to watch you. Anyway, it makes for. See, now I'm all intimidated.
One of the really nice things that we haven't had to put up with is that little red handle over there.
Yeah, the flies. Man, we're
Because there's a feed lot down the street from us.
we were probably killing 100 flies a day in here. We had our little bug zapper, but they learned how that thing works, and they see us take that out. All of a sudden, there's no flies, and as soon as you set it down, boom, they're in the air again. So you can see these little test strips around.
Yeah, little fly strips.
We did have like 6 in here, and the other couple took a bunch of them down. So
Because they were full.
yeah. See here, I'll show you what I look like with my. This is my face mask. Darla showed you hers. It's hard to do with
This
gloves
is the
on.
problem. You've got those gloves on. You can't feel anything.
Now let's go to the bank and make it withdrawal.
So what did he look like? I don't know. He wore glasses.
Yeah. What color was he? Well, he was all black, as far as I can tell. Got my little. I turned this around the back, but I got a Cummins thing. You just got to have a beanie on here. So we've kind of learned a lot about being warm.
Yeah, in a really short amount of time.
We wear long
Thermals.
thermal underwear and pants, and I have a thermal shirt, a regular shirt, a sweatshirt, and this is a really heavy duty. This is an awesome coat. Darla got a new coat. And then I wear a scarf, this face mask, and this beanie. And then it's got a hood, 2 hoods. I got 2 hoods. So I stay pretty warm. It's not too bad. And this also helps as far as a pillow.
And new boots.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, my boots. Her boots are with her. I have a pair of boots like that. And,
Yeah, they're in storage in Arkansas.
But I didn't want to pay over $100. I found these on Amazon, and they're pretty warm, and they have a pretty good trend. $36. I have a lot of good write-ups on them.
Waterproof.
They're waterproof, so I got those, and yep. And then you can see my gloves, but she ordered some new ones. We're supposed to get them on Tuesday.
Yep.
Be nice if they came earlier, but I'm sure with this weather, we might get them later now. But they got the thing to transmit, so supposedly so you can operate the iPads.
Right.
We haven't found it. She took a pair of gloves for me and sewed in with some kind
It
of.
was metallic thread, but it didn't work.
Didn't work. So
Because it's supposed to be conductive.
I was thinking about just putting my gloves on and pounding a nail through my finger.
That would work.
But yeah, might hurt.
Nah.
I trim my nails. My nails grow fast. I trimmed my thumbnail, and then I did all that work yesterday, and now my thumb is really sore. Yeah, so such is life. No whiners. Quit complaining. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna cut this off right now, and thanks for watching. And as always, please subscribe, hit the bell, like us if you like us, and what are you doing? Oh, gonna do a selfie? Anyway,
I don't know if anyone can see both of us or not, though.
if you'd like to, make a comment. I'm sorry KG's not here. We did bring him here and put him in his bed, and he hangs out with us for a while, but right now it's just, I'm trying to let him try to catch that mouse. He's tried a couple times, but he ain't quite got him yet. So anyway, thanks for watching. We're gonna do another video. We actually have 10 years, actually over 10 years. We're 10 years in a month now.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of want to do a recap on our first 10 years, and we'll be bringing that to you here soon. So thank you guys for watching. Talk to you again soon. Just thought I'd give you a quick update. We at 7:09. We're at 17 degrees. Show you outside here. A little bit of a change since the last time I videoed. It's starting to look like a winter wonderland. We're definitely in whiteout conditions. It's definitely going crazy here. But one good thing is we've been real slow. We've only had about 4 or 5 trucks come in, so pickups. So anyway, kind of gives you an idea. Whoops, sorry about that. Kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to be a gate guard in Colorado. Darla's over making us like lunch. So anyway, thought we'd give you an update on this video. Thanks for watching.